Hello everybody. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about diagnostic functions and test cases. The first function is DTC reading and clearing. So let's see how to go about it. In vehicle diagnostics, diagnostic trouble codes are critical for identifying and resolving faults within a vehicle system. These codes are stored in electronic control units when a malfunction is detected by onboard sensors or logic. All right, so these codes are stored in electronic control units when a malfunction is detected by onboard sensors or logic. Now, this is common knowledge by now. So let's go step by step. How DTCs are read. First of all, there is something called communication initiation. And in this communication initiation, a diagnostics tool, for example, a scan tool or a OBD reader is connected to OBD2 port, usually under the dashboard. The scan tool communicates with vehicle's ECU via diagnostic protocol, and that protocol may be CAN protocol or KWE 2000 or SAE J1850. And the diagnostic session begins with mode $03, as I explained in the previous videos, using the mode $03 of the OBD standard, which is SAE J1979. So after communicating, what does it do? It requests the DTC. The tool sends a request to ECU using a standard PID, okay, parameter identification like mod $03 for stored DTCs or mode $07 for pending DTCs. The ECU responds with a list of active DTCs. So whichever DTCs are active in the ECU, it gives the list. Now, interpreting DTC, this we have already covered very extensively, so I'm not going to further go deep into this. So everybody knows by now that each DTC, the 5-character alphanumeric code, the first character stands for the system, second character stands for 0 or manufacturing specific, and remaining digits actual fault identifier. Okay, for example, 301 means cylinder 1 misfire. Next comes the displaying DTCs, how to display the DTCs. Now, the scan tool decodes the DTCs and displays the description, often pulled from built-in DTC database. So there is always a built-in database. So it extracts the correct DTC and it displays the DTC. So additional modes for enhanced info. Mode $07 pending DTCs for pending DTCs temporary faults not confirmed yet. So as the scan tool asks for DTCs, there are some DTCs which are still pending. They are not yet confirmed. Okay, so that also can be looked at with the help of mode $07. And in the mode $0A, permanent DTCs non-clearable until verified as resolved. Now, freeze frame data snapshots of vehicle parameters when DTC was set. Now, I already explained very clearly and elaborately what is meant by freeze frame data. Now, how DTCs are cleared? User initiated clear command. From the diagnostic scan tool, the user selects the option to clear DTCs or erase codes, and this sends a request using mode $04, which means clear reset emission related diagnostic information. Okay, so ECU response. The ECU response upon receiving the mode $04 command, the ECU erases all the stored and pending DTCs. It also clears freeze frame data, status flags, and in some cases readiness monitors, which may need to be relearned by driving. All right, so even this some cases readiness monitors also can be cleared off. Now once it is cleared off, that is called post clear state, and once cleared, the malfunctional the malfunction indicator lamp or light or check engine light is turned off. All right, now this is common sense. So once all the freeze frame data status flags are cleared off, naturally this mill is turned off. The system enters a monitoring phase where readiness tests must be completed to re-enable full emissions control system tracking. Now permanent mode $0A. These cannot be cleared manually. They are erased only after the fault is resolved and validated through driving cycles that meet specific criteria defined by ECU manufacturer. Okay, so how are these permanent DTCs cleared? They are erased only after, understand this very carefully, only after the fault is resolved and validated. Okay, this sentence is very important. Only after resolved and validated, and next driving cycle only the permanent DTC is cleared. But there are some noteworthy points. Clearing DTC doesn't fix the root problem. The underlying must be resolved first. Okay, so just because a DTC is cleared off, it no way warranties or guarantees the underlying issue is resolved. All right, so frequent clearing can mask intermittent problems and therefore interfere with emission system readiness. So this clearing must happen in a very judicious manner, because if you make the habit of clearing frequently, sometimes you may miss out some inherent problems. Especially the purpose of OBD is to ensure the vehicle is emission system ready. So if you are frequently clearing of the DTCs, there is a good chance that this emission readiness is getting lost. So some vehicles require ignition cycles or drive cycles to fully reset and verify the clearing process. All right, so let's see one small case study or workflow. First of all, we connect the scan tool, we power on the ignition, then we select the read DTCs. It shows a certain DTC, and the meaning of this DTC is system is too lean, and mechanic inspects and fixes the vacuum leak. So system is too lean means somewhere too much of air is leaking in. So he inspects where is the vacuum leak, and he select the clear DTCs, and scan tool sends mode $04, and ECU clears codes and turns off MIL. Now vehicle goes through the cycle and then monitor is reset. So it is at this stage that ECU is totally clearing of the code. Okay, so hope all of you understood. Thank you.